And I'm back. Sure, Fujimiya, you piece of shit. I bet your hand sucks. So does mine. You checked. I hate this. I hate this AI so much. Queen or a jack? Alright, am I winning with queen high? Sure am. I split it, actually. Incredible. I don't care that a 4 showed up. Don't let Fujimiya win. Come on, guys. God damn it. Ugh. He's even the chip leader now. Come on, man. Fours? Any fours? One with a pair of 5s, huh? Wow. Isn't that something? That's bad. Wrong suit, game. Somebody's got 2 clubs. No thanks. One of those 2 up there has 2 clubs. No? They did have 2 pair, which I didn't, though, so... Fujimiya, you are such a piece of shit. Oh my god. No, you know what? Fine. We'll pretend like another diamond's gonna show up. Y'all can sit out if you don't want to play. Or I keep pretending. Another diamond didn't show up. Fuck, he called my shit, too. And had a 10. Really? 4 of a kind? Boy, I would have bet into that for days thinking I had a straight that it would basically beat anything there. I would have sucked ass. Thanks for the big blind too, game. Piece of shit. Fucking 7-10 unsuited. Oh. What'd you pair? You pair queen, buddy? I don't really want to bet that much if you paired a queen. I don't have like a super strong hand. Heart? Fuck. Whatever, I'll call it through. Maybe you paired a 4. Nope, it was the jack with an ace. Could have really used another heart game. Come on, man. Masada, you better have fucking pocket aces, you piece of shit. Come on. What the fuck? Whatever, I'll call for a 6. Fuck it. It's not a 6. Okay. Did you seriously pair a card on the flop too? If it was a 10, I'm gonna be pissed. God damn it. I can't. I can't. He probably beat me, didn't he? It was the fucking 10, man. God damn it. I didn't mean to buy 100. I cannot believe how poorly this is going for me. Fucking garbage big blind hand. Good start. Really cool. I haven't had a full house the whole day. I haven't even seen one in hands that I've thrown away. That's 3 clubs, by the way, so I might be fucked right out the gate on this one anyway. I probably am. That's bad. I'm just gonna fold. There's no way I have this hand. That's straight bait as well. Jack 9, Jack Ace. Ace 6, which you would think would be a great hand. Suited, even. Okay, I paired aces. Sure. How does everybody else have the confidence to... Does everybody have an ace? It's 4 hearts. Does everybody else have hearts? Somebody has a straight. Whatever. Oh, I was the one who had a straight. It was me. I had a straight. I wasn't even looking at my 6. What did he bet into with a king 10? He bet like that with a pair of 10s? Why did he do that? Fujimiya, you're such a dipshit. It's a terrible big blind. Yeah, you don't have shit, do you, Fujimiya? You don't have fucking shit. He doesn't have anything. Nope. Game decided to fuck me. On the river again. All he needs is a 4. The 4 lost to the flush. Sucks to suck, Fujimiya. Stop raising! He folded. What a piece of shit. That's probably bad for me. The accountant AI literally kills this for me, man. Nobody has 2 spades. That could be a straight. 3-6, 3 ace. Yep. 7-10 small blind. I'll go in on ace high. Bluffed him out of it. Sit your asses down. I don't really have a hand here either. You got Fujimiya. Be my threes? No. You did not. I'll check it through on the big blind for no other reason than I'm already invested, but I don't think that my pair of twos is going to carry me here. Alright, fine. Now the game isn't giving a hand to anybody. Jesus. Awful. Awful garbage. Sure, game. Fair enough. Full house. If I see a 2 show up, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. Okay. I didn't have anything but a pair of 4s. Which would have won. What are these terrible hands? Why is everybody getting terrible hands? Ugh. Yep. It's another bad one. I'm not betting into that. Hell no. Jesus Christ. These are awful. Awful hands. Haven't had a, like, I've had 1.5 good starting hands over the probably 3 dozen rounds of poker I've played at this point. Or more. We might be above 50. Would just need a spade or a king game. That is neither of those things. I'm not calling through with a pair of jacks, am I? Is that really worth it? Whatever, it's 100. I'm pretty sure Nijioka has an ace, though. Yeah. That's probably a flush. It's probably a club's flush for Minami. No. No, they had a pair of 2s and an ace. Terrible betting practices. Jesus. Okay. Okay. Did you really pair up something with that 8? Nope. Even worse. I hate this so much. I needed Jack or a 7. Okay. Do you also have a 10? What if you have 10 king? I think we split it. I don't understand why their 8 is highlighted. There was an 8 on the table. They just needed the 10. Did we split it? We had to have split it. Pretty sure we split that. I hate fucking 100 on a pair of 5s. No, you guys can go ape shit. Somebody's got 2 pair. Not worth it. Nope, I would have had the higher 2 pairs. Son of a bitch. Big blind pair of aces. Alright, Fujimiya, I don't care. I'll make you fucking fold out before the flop, buddy. Unfortunate. That's about what I expected from Fujimiya. Wow. Could still see a flush here. Nope, now we can't. I'm not really gonna bet anymore on fucking suited 9-5. Oh, Fujimiya actually had cards there. I'll raise your big blind, Fujimiya. How does it feel, fucker? I'm gonna keep raising it. They did not give me a good justification for my actions pre-flop. They still have not. In fact, that's 3 diamonds, which is very bad. Queen? 7, 8, 9, 10, jack. But it doesn't beat a flush, so... Here we go. If somebody's got 2 diamonds. Holy shit. Okay, pair of queens. That's good betting on pair of queens. Fujimiya, no excuse. King 6, get fucked, nerd. What the fuck were you doing? The 7 at the end to get you your little straight, fine. But, like, actually fuck off, Fujimiya. For a pair of 6s, I don't really want to get into this shit. I don't know what the fuck they could have. I mean, yeah, I guess an 8. Either one of them or both of them is an 8 or a 10. Or both. Oh, now they're checking. So they didn't have shit. But I wouldn't have beat a pair of 9s, so. Unfortunate. Another ace pissed down the drain. It's not Fujimiya pre-flop raising, it's Minami. And I'm suited and not a single diamond, so we'll just piss that away too. My pair of 6s would have carried. Not for much. They probably would have folded out if I went too aggressive, but... No thanks. Not with an ace and a jack, and I didn't pair anything. I'm not sticking in that. No way. No fucking way, dude. Can't even call, like, ace-6 is just... What the fuck are you supposed to do with ace-6? I mean, I guess pair the ace, but come on, man. Oh, I wanted to see. I was very curious. King 6 big blind, huh? I'll check it through. Awful. So bad. Such a bad flop for me. About as bad as it could have been. It got worse somehow. Frighteningly awful. We're betting for a flush. I'm not gonna get one. Checkers, alright. Yeah, sure. I'll check through my pair of sevens. Why the fuck not? Why the fuck not? Oh, Fujimiya has paired the ace on the river. I won't give him the satisfaction. Fucking game. Okay. Alright, Fujimiya, let's go. What do you got? You also got a queen? You better not be betting like this on a pair of eights. You better not be betting like this on a pair of eights. Oh no, Fujimiya. Oh no. Shit, that's a lot of hearts.
Longplay.
I fucking called it, didn't I? Motherfucker bet like a maniac on a pair of eights. Like an absolute fiend on a pair of eights. I don't have anything. I have part of a straight, but if the rest of the straight shows up, then everybody else has it too. Like if a king flops here. Yep, I had low. Yeah, I would have just split the pot with him. It doesn't matter. Come on, man. Yeah, Fujimiya doesn't have shit. Raising pre-flop again, per the usual. King or an 8? That's a 7. You bet last time, Nishioka. You don't have a flush? Alright. I'll bet with queen high. Yeah. Sit your ass down. I bluffed my way through that. Okay. Any ace pairs? Oh, everybody. Everybody ace pairs, huh? Alright, we'll just call. We'll just call it through. It's a lot of aggressive raising there. That's not good. I don't like this. Stop, please. My king is shaking. It's a huge pot. You folded? What do you got, Fujimiya? Did you pay your 6? I'm not gonna go too hard. Had the ace pair the whole time, huh? None of them would play into my 4-6 pair anyway, so whatever. I don't care that I bowed out of that hand too early. He paired his 2s at the end. Come on, man. And the hand you forced me to play doesn't have anything on the flop for me to play with. Very cool. Very cool game. Love it. Really? Fuck me. Oh, man. I hate this. Too easy to have a straight or a flush here. What a waste. Yeah, even... Wait, really? They had 2 pair? I can't believe I just got forced out of that hand. I'm pissed. They had pocket 8s and they played like that. Awful big blind. Fuck you, game. I'm so sick and tired of them having a beatable hand until the river. It's so annoying. It's so fucking annoying, man. They don't have anything yet. This might be me being a sucker, but whatever. Oh, he has a flush, doesn't he? I'm an idiot.
Longplay.
Nope. He had literally nothing. Jesus Christ, Fujimi is a piece of shit. I hate that guy. I hate him so much. He had a pair of twos. He bet like a fucking fiend on the river with a pair of twos. Also, this game can eat my entire asshole. That 4 and that 8. Fujimi has balls of steel, but he didn't bet like that. He didn't bet like he had it in the previous rounds, though. He's a fucking moron. Ooh, we tripled up. Alright. Worst triple up in the game, but hey, a triple's a triple. And it's playable. Yeah, they didn't have anything. It was a weak hand for everybody else. I'm glad I got people to call through basically to the end, but it's unlikely that I was going to be able to play that well. Just don't pop a 9. Okay, that's fine. Didn't have it. Maybe check it through anyway. Okay. It's a garbage, and I'll just throw it away. Doesn't even deserve to be played, even if there's a chance. Don't care. I don't care. Look at this. Look at these jokers. They probably don't have it. Yep, pair of 8s, so I could have carried it. Fucking Fuji wins again. I want that asshole to lose all of his chips and get kicked out. That's what I want. But I just can't get a hand to save my life, can I? Fujimiya might actually have paired that 9. Yeah, I'm gonna guess that Fujimiya actually has this hand, but I'll play him. I'll play him through to the end. Yeah, he paired the 9. That's when he started betting. What do you got, Honakawa? Check. Okay. So nobody probably... Oh, that's... probably not good for me. Can't get a flush. 9 doesn't do shit for me. Yeah, he paired the ace. What a waste of a big blind hand, man. Every fucking time. Who's got a king? Would you mean you got a king? Probably do, don't you? If I could get the hands that Fujimiya has, I wouldn't bet like a fucking idiot. He had that pair of kings since the flop and played it like he had nothing. Tried checking and just calling. Didn't raise at all. Fucking worthless. Who's got a king? Nobody? Nobody paired the king? No checks. No checks. I'll take my pity pot. I don't care. What'd you expect with sixes, man? Yeah, okay. You better be Queen Ace, Nijioka. Or if she's got a 7. Fuck. Come on, man. I think she's got a 7. I can't... What do you want from me? Why are we still... Why are you raising? Did you seriously get something with the 5s? I'm playing into 2 trios, aren't I? The whole fucking game. Jesus Christ. Jack is probably asking for too much, but it's like the only thing that makes this hand, so... Come on, man. Every round that I get a playable... Oh, never mind. Here we go. No way you have Queen 10 or something like that, right? Although you could have a straight. You could just as easily have a Jack, and I could be fucking fooling myself again. Oh. Please, game. Please. Please. Full house. Wow. Wow. That was crazy. Also, to bet like that on a pair of 9s with ace high is fucking insanity. Probably has a pair of aces. Oh, no? Folded? Oh, you dick. You dick game. Who's got 4 king or 4-5? Or king queen? What is happening right now? Stop. No, I want to play this. A spade, a 4. Stop raising. You fucking twats. Oh my god. For it to be a 5. For it to be a 5 and cost me 1/10 of the chips that I have. Just to lose to 2 pair. And get saddled with the worst big blind you can possibly have. Would need another heart. And even then, I have the lowest possible flush combination. Nah, I'm not playing this out. You enjoy. Why raise like that and not just call? See if you had it at the end. That's so weird. Terrible small blind hand. Every time, man. Every time my hand looks okay at the outset, the flop is just a fucking travesty. Two raises on my big blind. Fuck that. It's a garbage hand anyway. I'm not playing any of your fucking bullshit. Just to save 50 chips. It's a really lucky hand. That straight came together on at the end for sure. Very fucking lucky. I have a pair of 3s. And still flush potential. Still flush potential. I have 2 pair. There's oh, okay. It's a shitty 2 pair. There's no reason to fold immediately on me betting there at the end, but awful. So bad. Magically suddenly playable. Nice calls to round 3. I'll take it. This could be bad. That's straight potential. Jack 10 is straight potential. He paired ace, didn't he? You paired ace on the fucking river, didn't you, you piece of shit? And now you're gonna make me pay to see it. Because for some reason Honakawa raised and then folded. He didn't even. He didn't even pair an ace. Fujimiya, you are a moron. You are a fucking imbecile. You are so bad at poker. What are you doing? $200 in before we see any cards? Are you kidding me? You better have the best fucking pockets I've ever seen in my life. I had a straight. Which would have beat triplets. I mean, pair of kings, fair enough. The other two, I don't care if you're suited. You don't have any justification to raise. You can call, but there's no reason to raise like that. Fucking animals. Like, what is happening? Yeah, you bet like psychos. I do not understand how the AI evaluates hands and how much to call and raise. Better have Queen 9, Nijioka. Probably did pair queens, honestly. Fucking, that's a straight for me. You got a 10? No? That's what I fucking thought. I probably can't play this hand. Somebody's probably paired that ace. King, queen is a straight. Doesn't matter. We'll never know. Fucking pre-flop raise into checks. Classic Fujimiya garbage. Classic Fujimiya garbage play. Fuck you guys. Call my ass with king high. Do it. Fucking do it. Oh, ace high. Yep, fair enough. Six, seven, eight, nine is not great for me. It's not a great look. Because, yeah, shit. Somebody's got a 5. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I need to get out. My pair of 9s doesn't hold shit. If somebody's got a 5, they've got the stun. Or even 9, 10, which is unlikely. Yeah, they had 5. Yep, there you go. Who's got a king to play with? Who else has got a king to play with me? If anybody two-paired that 5 and that 3. Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You guys don't have kings. I don't believe it. I don't believe you have a king. I'm not buying it. The likelihood... Oh, full house. Keep it coming. Oh, you guys' hands are so good. Oh, these such good hands. The best hands. Crazy good hands. Fuck you, pound sand. Pair of 3s, pair of 5s. Idiots. Oh, that's bad. I think Masuda has a queen. So I don't think I can win this hand, but small bet, so we'll just see what he's got. Oh, he even had the 6 instead. Doesn't matter, yeah. Unlucky. Terrible. Terrible. Hate this big blind. Especially, I mean, king, queen on the flop? Come on, man. Ugh. Awful. Awful hand. Playable small blind. Very playable small blind, unless somebody's got an 8. Who's got an 8? Nishioka? Nobody's got an 8. Nobody's got an 8. Paired their 5. Nobody? Nobody's got shit, huh? Oh, come on. Somebody paired a queen. Somebody paired a queen. Fair enough. No kings. No jacks. Who's got the 9 pair? Somebody's got the 9 pair. Come on, play with me. A little bit. Give me something. It's an 8 pair for sure. One of you. No. No 8 pairs. Well, that sucks. You going through for king high for me? Somebody got an ace? We split it. I'm pretty sure we split that pot. Because it would have been 2 pair and then king high for... Fujimiya calling that last hand. Also big blind with kings here. Raise my own big blind. Sucks, but we'll check it around and see if anybody's got a hand. Nope. Okay. Nobody paired any of those. That's fine. Nobody has queens. So now we'll make him pay to play the next round. And... who's got an ace? Who paired their fucking ace? Who did it? Nobody. Okay, well then it's me. Unlucky. I don't even want to play this hand. That's probably a king pair. Fuck you, game. Wait, what? Yep, I coulda won that with my trio. Oh well. I should have just called the small bets. Fuck. No, I don't want any action with an ace out there like that. Unfortunate. Four, 5 is a terrible small blind to have to call, but I tripled up my 5s, so I'll at least squeeze something out of these guys. We full house, actually. Chicken shit, motherfuckers. Fuck. Really needed that to be a diamond. I don't have anything. I'm not playing that hand. Well, that queen pair at the end. Ace high? Probably not. Eight, 6 big blind, huh? Five, 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8, 10. Need a 9 or a 4. I could be up against a flush here, too, of hearts. Or a full house with the pair of 5s. Fuck yeah, dude. Oh. Thank fucking God. I actually went out with a flush against the only other person. Oh, nope. There's a Queen of Hearts over there. What were they playing? What was it? It was 7-10-5-4-5. 7-10-5-4-5. So, pair of sevens with 8 and Queen high. And pair of 4s with ace high. And they bet like that. They bet a pot up to 1,600 a person. With single pairs. With all of the straight potential on the table. Like, there was 4 ways to make a straight. With the cards that were on there. And there was full house potential. A 5 in any of the other 3 cards on the table is a full house that they were betting their single pairs into. Fucking animals. Making me sweat my ass off, because I'm thinking they've got great hands that my straight is probably not going to hold up against, the way they're betting. Then, no, oops, sorry, all single pairs with high cards. One of them wasn't even that high of a card. It's a lot to see how 10-5 suited rolls, which is bad, by the way. It doesn't roll, is the answer to that question. It doesn't roll. Doesn't fucking roll anywhere. I'm finally up on my investment, though. We started with 5K chips, and I bought into chips 6 times, but now I'm at 18K, so I'm actually up how much money I spent trying to make money today. I need more, though. I want to upgrade the workshop to level 3, is the goal. That's why I came here. I thought I'd finish up the poker thing, and then I'd make enough money to upgrade the workshop. But right now, I'm still behind. I could sell off 10K of my chips to get $1 million, but then I don't have any extra spending money, and I don't want to go too much below. I want to, if I end up around 5,000 again, so I can play again, it's not so bad. So we're close to my objective, but not that close. Ooh, good ass big blind. Good fucking big blind. Really good big blind. Big blind sucks. Really bad big blind. Terrible. It's basically garbage. Virtually unplayable. Do I have high card king? What'd you raise me for, Fujimiya? Yeah. Pair of 5s. I didn't even have high card. He had an ace. It's fine. Fuck you, Jack Flop bullshit. I'll just call my jacks from now on, even if some asshole fucking 200 chip. And that's what I get. That's what I fucking get. There is theoretically a flush here for me with a jack. Okay, it's not a theory. I got the flush with the jack. Who has the high club? Who has the high club? It's probably not me with just a jack, but I'm gonna find out. This is a huge pot. It was an ace. That was a huge loss. That fucking sucks. Oh. I had to play it, though. Just like I'll play this for a Heart's Flush on the river. Didn't get it. Just need a 2 there. Or actually, no, not quite, but didn't matter. Awful, awful blinds this go around. Really bad. I don't care about 3 clubs. Somebody's got a queen. Somebody just paired a queen. Fujimiya paired a queen, I think. Nope. Fujimiya had fucking dog shit. And played it like they didn't. I don't care if a 6 or an ace shows up. Didn't. Doesn't matter. Call him on it. Oh, I fucking won that one. Damn it, he was almost gone, too. If I could get a hand that I could play into Fujimiya's bullshit with, could kick him out of the table finally. Terrible. Terrible. Fuck. Straight through the ace for me. Could have beat Fujimiya probably. God damn it. That's not good. That's really not good. I don't really want to play that hard with a fucking pair of 9s game. Fuck you, man. Ugh. I can't believe all 4 9s were in that hand. Oh, I'm so salty about that. I cannot believe that shit. Fucking dealt me the full house and I threw it away. It's 2 5-7 hands in a row. I'm pretty sure. Wasn't the last hand 5-7? Somebody's got a flush. Only need one heart. There it is. Lowest heart they could have had. Couldn't flip me an ace, huh, game? Come on. If a queen is on the flop, or on the river, okay. It's fine. I didn't have anything. Fujimiya was low chip count, and now he's in second. Because people just keep feeding him. Once again, I would have loved to see an ace. Wow. I could have lost big to that if I was being more aggressive when I saw that ace. He would have bet me under the fucking table. Wow. Wow. Holy shit. There's 3 spades, so this could be a flush as well. Okay, or a fucking magical straight at the end. With a fucking 5. What are we? What? What? On 7 King 3? Oh, don't show me a 9 or an ace game. I will flip out. Don't fucking do it. Thank you. Paired an ace. Both of them have good hands here. Really? Come on, man. Alright. I'll play into 2-pair at least. If you all want to keep raising me, that's fine. I'm fine with that. I can at least justify playing 2-pair. And then she stopped. And then she stopped raising. She raised a shitload around 3. And then ducked out. Fujimiya, you don't have shit, do you? You just want to try to bait the pot.
Super!
Fujimiya does not pay attention to his opponent's betting strategies. I never let off the gas. You're not going to fake me out with your shitty 1-pair at the last. It's not gonna happen, Fujimiya. You gotta stop trying, buddy. It's a lot of hearts. Okay. No, she didn't triple up her 4s, so... Okay, I'm recoup some of the losses that I had for a bit there, for a string. I just want to break 20k chips, man, so I can cash in 10k for a mil. Big blind on 10-5. I'll check it through. 3 clubs. I'm not playing into that shit. Easy ace pair there. Or even like the 8 beats my 5. Could be so easy to have 2 clubs in the pocket. Super not worth it. I don't care that I have 2 pair here. Just not a good hand to try to play through. Oh! Okay. Sweet, thanks for calling, everybody. I don't care if you didn't raise. Thanks for calling. You guys are my heroes. Keep it coming. This is great. I love it. One more round, everybody. One more call. One more set of calls. Come on. Come on. Alright, Fujimi, I'll take your money.
3 カード
Dipstick. This is the third pair of pocket twos that this fucking game has dealt me today. Yeah, as I say, somebody's got that king now, huh? Awful big blind. Queen 6. Whatever, at least Fujimiya folded. Fuck that clown. Nobody paired anything there? Surely the king pair. No. Wow. Ace is on the table, huh? I'll take the ante-money. Not above it. Virginia folded again pre-flop. Not what I wanted to see. Still flush potential though, so I'll bet into it. Nope. Out. No more money. Nope, nope, nope. I was playing into another flush potential, too. I had the higher card, but... Come the fuck on! I'll check it through for a queen. I'll check it through for a queen again. That's not a queen. I'll check it through for queen high. I did not have queen high, it was ace high. Fujimiya only fucking raises my big blinds because he's a punk ass bish. Okay, I'm gonna throw this away. It's garbage now. And then he folds me. And then he folds. I hate that AI so much. Oh, actually, that wasn't my big blind. I take it back. He raised my big blind this time. He's a fucking worthless piece of shit. I've got straight options here. 2 ace, 2 6, 6 7. Stop raising! It's 2. These are bad bets, by the way. These are bad. The only reason I'm making them is because I'm ahead. They were bad bets. I swear to God, I know it looks like they worked out. They were bad bets. I promise. I should not have bet that way. They were bad bets. It doesn't matter that it worked. Don't bet like that. It's terrible. It's a terrible betting strategy. Throw away. What does that one do? Intellect. It's okay, I can sell it. Sumier. I'm doing it. 2 mil. Goodbye, money.
春日さんが投資してくれたおかげでさらに設備を増やすことができたっす。本当にありがとうございます。これで作れるものの幅がさらにぐっと広がったっす。
そいつはよかった。
Too bad I don't have any
投
more
資
money
してもら
to,
ったこ
to
の
do
ゴ
it.
ンは必ず仕事で返します。これからもよろしくお願いします。
おう。
Alright. Let's take a look. Oh, that's right. I have the lumber to make the... But I need more lumber. I need so much more lumber. I don't even remember what shit I was looking at upgrading. I'm just gonna upgrade the flipper for now. Maybe it won't need quality lumber for the next step. It doesn't. The steel flipper. Hold on. Do I have that? I probably don't. Chef? Steel flipper? I don't. Yeah, do it. And wow, it got way better. Holy shit. Do I use up all my refined iron for it? I need that for other stuff. It's already pretty good. I think I'll hold off for now. Now, can I chat with you?
Yes.
Yay! Still all about bonsai? I was in heaven after last time, and even then I still find myself wanting more. Now we're at 10 bonsai. Great. Okay. Did it auto-equip that? No. Boom! Steel flippers. Let's go. Huge attack boost. Also Star Crusher. Boom. Hell yeah. Alright guys, let's go outside.
Oh.
Okay. I'm gonna try to get the pseudo trash encounter one more time. And then I'm gonna go do the story for a bit. Watch out. Please fight me, pseudo trash. God damn you. Ugh, I don't know what to do to get the pseudo trash to spawn, man. I'll go check the other spot. Yep. At this point, I think I'm just gonna have to wing it and pray. Basically, just keep running past these spots. Eventually, it'll be a dude who wants to fight me. Maybe I'll get into a dungeon here soon as well, and there might be one down there. Fancy. Give. Lily. Give. Green. Alright. Let's just do some quick plant rounds since I didn't get the pseudo trash. We'll do the story for like an hour or two to wrap the stream up. I am a little disappointed, but I was hoping to make more progress on other stuff today than just trying to make enough money to finish one of the goals that I've been working on for way too fucking long. But it's fine. The real trouble is I still have the blackjack to do too, which sucks. That's why I left some chips in play. Because what I'll probably do is play a little bit more poker next time I go there to beef up my chip count as much as possible. And then try to sit at the higher stakes blackjack table high enough that I can hopefully clear through the 20k that you're supposed to make relatively quickly. Alright. Plants are replanted. Let's go do the story. Let's go see what is going on in the Yakuza group.
Oh?
See if their shit got as fucked up as everybody else's shit. From everything that's been happening. Alright.
Takabeの頭から会長と差しで話してもいいと許しをもらいました。
ああ、聞いてるよ。今日お前らが何をしてきたのかも全部な。よくやってくれた。今俺がこうしてられんのもお前らのおかげで。
清流会は無事だったんだ。
無事とは言わん。組の2、3割の人間が家を出て近江の側に着いた。残ったもんにもわだかまりが残ってる。 偉人帳の三すくみがまがいもんだったと聞かされちゃうな。
半品リューマンの長は孫妃に総帥の座を譲ると言ってました。
それも聞いてる。
何でもお見通しですか。
そう遠くない未来を見ることもできる。いずれ清流会は近江連合の傘下に入ることになんだろう。
え？
この町のグレーゾーンにしか居場所を持てなかった人間には肉の壁こそが頼みの綱だ。だが肉の壁が崩れかけてる今、彼らには死活問題が訪れる。荻窪豊が神通力を失ったと、そういった噂が政界に流れ出した。都知事がそれとなく広めてるそうだ。敵ながら手際がいい。
若が
長年にわたる幹事長の偽札ビジネス。そいつが世に出りゃ民事党は吹っ飛ぶだろう。だから知事はこの件で口を紡ぐ代わりに荻窪の後釜に収まることができる。あの若さで幹事長とはな。
よくわかんねえんですが、幹事長ってそんなに偉いんすか？
幹事長の役割は選挙の指揮と勝利だ。今の青木亮になら思いのまま候補者名簿を作れる。つまり日本の与党を、この国を好きなようにできる。
この国を好きなように。
だから奴の次の一手は総理に解散総選挙を迫ることだ。
解散総選挙？バカな。このタイミングで。
総理、荻窪先生に頼れなくなった今、さぞ不安をお感じでしょう。ですが私にはあの人よりも総理をお支えできる力があります。今総選挙となれば議席の3分の2以上を確約しますよ。
何か具体的な策があるのかね？
民事党が弱い選挙区にはブリーチジャパンの支部長たちを立てます。どの地域でも彼らは強い支持を受けています。何よりこの私が後ろ盾ですから、我が党の圧倒的勝利であなたの個人的な政治悲願も叶うでしょう。総理は今ご自身に党内の求心力があるとお思いですか？荻窪先生の後ろ盾もなく。
答えにくい答弁は議場でだけにしてほしいね。
私を幹事長にした上で解散総選挙、それが飲めなければ荻窪先生の裏の仕事が世に出ます。現政権どころか民事党も消し飛ぶでしょう。
いや、しかし都知事が幹事長を兼任した前例など、何より年齢が若すぎる。
なら私を止められる年寄りを連れてくればいい。もちろんそういう人がいればの話ですが、どこかにいらっしゃいますかね？
肉の壁を崩したのは青木亮の野心だ。近江連合を動かし馬淵を操った。それをやれるのが今の青木亮の力だ。いや、荒川正人だったな。
In the end, the young master has this whole town in the palm of his hand. True, blood is being spilled because an outsider interfered. But is Arakawa-san really part of that? The Arakawa I know?
春日、今お前が事の渦中にいるのは巡り合わせに過ぎん。 ソープの店長が死んだ時、その場に居合わせたのは偶然だった。そう思うよな。
はい。そうですね。
だが、お前が偉人帳に流れ着いたのはおそらく必然だろう。
え？どういう意味で？
いつかの偽札、今あるか？
I think Arakawa had to know. And know that he couldn't do anything about it.
会長はこれを誰が俺に持たせたか知ってる
Somebody doesn't
おっしゃい
want
ましたよね。
Masato to succeed.
その偽札を持っていることができた人間はこの世にただ一人。
誰なんです？それは。
荒川真澄だ。
Yeah.
おやっさん？いや、でも俺はそのおやっさんに撃たれて。
But missed killing you as well.
お前は荒川に撃たれた。だが荒川はお前をこの町に運び込ませるために撃ったんだとしたら、
He definitely did.
その偽札はこの俺への紹介状だ。もしもお前が俺の元にたどり着いた時、春日一番が荒川真澄の身内だとそう知らせるためのな。
紹介状ってなんでそんなやり方を？
俺の見立てじゃ、青木亮の野心とはまた別の動きが荒川には。
I thought so too.
別の動き？そりゃ一体。
そこまではわからん。だがそれを紹介状として使ったのなら、よほどの事態だと察するがな。
会長、あなたとおやっさんとはどういう？
そいつは長い昔話になる。だがその話をするのにふさわしい場所はここじゃねえ。平安楼だ。
He's just hungry.
平安楼。
俺と荒川との因縁は全部あそこから始まった。北京ダッグが好物らしいな、あいつは。
ええ。
明日のランチでお前にも食わせてやる。席を予約しておこう。
Wait, shit. Where was his dad shot? In that Where was that restaurant at? Was that here in Ijicho? It might have been. Maybe that's how they got to know each other. As if some shit went down. It's daytime. We didn't clear the chapter, actually. Interesting. Share intel with the party, who's still drunk. What up, squad? I'll make some flowers really quick. Oh man, we're so close to bonsais being done. We're so far behind on the pansies and the lilies. I keep planting them, they just don't grow fast enough.
Nah.
You good to talk, Ichiban? After hearing what you said about Chairman Hoshino earlier, there's something I'm curious about. Huh? Lay it on me then, I guess. Well, remember how he said it wasn't chance that you came to Ijincho?
Ah.
Yeah, something like that. Well, while you were bleeding out from a gunshot wound, I was working my ass off to find the tools to treat you. I doubt you remember. Nah, you know my gratitude is deeper than the oceans for that. Well, I think the part you'll want to know is the one who told me to treat you was none other than the chief. Told me to treat...
Huh?
Hmm? I mean, it was the middle of the night. I was asleep, of course. The chief and a few guys came to me in a panic and asked me to fix you up. But now that I think about it, why would they care? What's that supposed to mean? You don't need a motive to save a dying man, do you? If you were one of us, sure. I would have done it, no questions asked. Like getting involved with a shot Yakuza? That's asking for trouble. If they really wanted to save you, why didn't they drop you off at a hospital? Or call an ambulance? But the chief wanted to keep it in-house. Right. So I think the chief must have had a reason he wanted to save you. A reason we still don't know. I guess he might. I think it relates to what Chairman Hoshino was saying about you being here isn't just chance.
Oh,
You think there's more to the chief than we know? Well, every hobo has a secret or two he's hiding. If you've got time before your Peking duck date, maybe talking with the chief would be a good idea. Oh. Oh. Okay. Interesting. That's a bit of a twisteroonie. Is anybody... No bonds? Oh, yes, bond. I thought maybe we would have one with Namba now. Is he still excited about his birthday? Jeez, Namba, this is by far the happiest I've ever seen you.
おう、ご機嫌じゃねえか。
実はガキの頃から憧れてたんだよ。誕生日のサプライズってもんにな。
That's right, I was supposed to ask that Futaba chick when Mizue-chan's going overseas. Yeah, true. But instead I ended up fooling Namba into thinking it was about his birthday. Also true.
どうだ？俺の誕生日の計画はうまく進んでるか？
He's so happy about it.
そりゃもちろん。
でも無理は禁物だぜ。大切なのは心がこもってることだ。
おう、心を込めて計画してるから安心しろって。
ナンバー、ちょっと春日を借りていいか？
どうしたんだいマスター？
おめえの誕生日の相談だ。本人に聞かれちゃサプライズが台無しだろ？
なるほどね。行けよ一番。
来い、春日。
はい。
さっきスナックのママから電話があってな。
スナック？
双葉の勤めてるスナックだ。双葉の野郎、店の売上金をくすねたらしい。
なんですって。
双葉は男関係が盛んでな。男の影響でパチンコにのめり込んでるらしい。
まったく。
それでスナックのママからお金を取り返してほしいって泣きつかれてよ。双葉の居場所はパチンコやパイレーツだ。
くすねた金でパチンコが。やれやれ。
おめえに託してもいいか？水江ちゃんの渡航日もまだ聞き出せてないんだろ？
はい。今日こそ双葉から聞き出してみせます。そんでスナックの売上金も取り返してきますよ。
頼んだぜ。
あつしちゃん、何食べる？寿司？それとも焼肉？
両方食えばいいだろう。今日は大当たりなんだ。
最高！
待ちな。その種銭は双葉がスナックからくすねたもんだろう。
あんた、この間の何の用事よ？
用事は2つだ。一つはスナックから盗んだ金を返してもらうこと。そしてもう一つはあんたの病院にいた水江ちゃんって看護師についてだ。彼女には医療の乏しい国で多くの命を救いたいって夢があっただろう。水江ちゃんは今年病院の派遣制度を使って海外に旅立つはずだ。彼女の立つ日を教えてほしい。
なんでそんなこと知りたいのさ？
前にナンバの話をしたよな。薬の横流しで逮捕された看護師だ。実はナンバは薬の横流しなんかやっちゃいない。本当の犯人は水江ちゃんなんだ。水江ちゃんは両親の借金を返すためやむを得ず横流しをしてしまった。 それを知ったナンバーは水江ちゃんの身代わりになって犯人を名乗り出た。きっとナンバーは彼女に心底惚れてたに違いない。俺はナンバーに彼女の見送りに行かせてやりてんだ。水江ちゃんの立つ日を教えてくれ。あ何がおかしい？
水江が海外なんて行くわけないでしょ。
なんでだ。彼女はナイチンゲールに憧れて。
本当にナイチンゲールに憧れてたなら偉人町のバスへのスナックに落ちるわけないじゃない。
偉人町のバスへのスナックに落ちる。
大してお給料ももらえず売上金をくすねるような女のどこがナイチンゲールなのさ。
もしかしてそれって。
そうよ、私が水江なのさ。双葉ってのは水商売での源氏名でね。
あんたが水江？難波の話とまるで違うじゃねえか。
難波が私に惚れてたのは分かってたさ。いつも遠くから気持ち悪い面で私を見てたからね。でもあいつが身代わりを買って出た時はさすがに驚いたけどね。男ってのはつくづくバカな生き物だよ。両親を助けるために頑張ってるなんてたわごとを簡単に信じちゃうんだからさ。
ってことは親の借金ってのは。
真っ赤な嘘だよ。パチンコに金がかさんで薬の横流しをしたのさ。
じゃあナイチンゲールや海外派遣のことも
全部嘘さ。けなげな女を演じれば何かと得するからね。高校で演劇部だった私の演技力は伊達じゃないよ。
だったらなんで看護師を辞めてホステスなんかやってんだ。
難波の一件で味を占めてから薬の横流しも一層手を広げてね。ついには私もお縄ってわけさ。そっからは町から町、男から男を渡り歩く流れ者よ。泣けてくるだろ。
バカ野郎！泣きてのは難波の方だ。お前みてえな昭和の女の身代わりになったと知りゃ悔やんでも悔やみきれねえよ。
てめえ俺の女を昭和の女だと。いい度胸じゃねえか。ぶっ殺してやる。
やっちゃってよ、アツシちゃん。ボコボコにしちゃえ。
かかってくるのは勝手だが一瞬で返り討ちにしてやるぜ。
どうかな。俺は昔からパチンコで勝った日は喧嘩にも勝つんだ。ああ、このもじゃもじゃ頭をぶちのめしてやる。おっす。
Moss-headed? What kind of fucking insult is moss-headed? I'm not moss-headed. Oh shit, it's 1v3 and I'm drunk. No, stop attacking oh, okay, that works. Fuck, now I'm bleeding. That guy sobered up though, okay, thank God. Oh shit. I'm in trouble here. Oh my god, I missed him again?
さねえと。
Fuck, man.
誰を来いの。
ほら来いよ。やるか。
こいつに決めた。デリバリーよろしく。
Financially excellent chicken. Amazing. I was hoping to get HP back though. I'll be honest. Oh, that was incredible. Confidence level up. Nice.
デリバリーよろしく。 全開で行くぜ。よろしく。ちぎるぜ。
Awesome. Rad as fuck. Alright, that evened out the playing field quite a bit. Holy shit. Komaki gloves?
パチンコには勝ったのに。
ちょっとアツシちゃん待ってよ。
待ちな。くすねたスナックの売上金を返すのだ。マスター。さっきママと電話で話してな。双葉の本名が水江だと聞いたよ。
はい。まさか水江の正体がこんな女だったなんて。
難波が真実を知ったら悲しむだろうな。
じゃあ黙って隠しておくことが正解なんすか。友達なのに隠し事をするってのは。
そんなら正直に難波に伝えるか。難波はおめえの友人なんだ。だったらおめえ自身で答えを出せ。友達として最善の答えをな。
友達としての最善の答え。
ちょっと私も帰っていいだろう。
Not even close.
店からくすねた金はここに置いとくよ。
待ちな。
何よ。
お前演劇部だったな。
だったら何よ。
ちょいと面かしな。嫌とは言わせねえぞ。ただいまー。
うん、一番どこ行ってんだ。
難波の誕生日の準備でちょっとな。
くっそー、気を持たせるじゃねえかこの野郎。 どんなパーティーになりそうなんだ？
秘密だよ、秘密。それより俺からも一つ聞きたいことがあってな。
なんだ？
難波の誕生日っていつだ？
お前まさか俺の誕生日も知らずに？
いや、ちょっと確認しとこうと思ってよ。確認だよ、確認。
すみません。こちらに南波さんは？
水江ちゃん？
南波さん、ご無沙汰しております。
水江ちゃん、なんでここに？てかこのバッグ、もしかして？
はい、ずっと夢だった海外に行けることになって、今からフライトです。
そうか、夢が叶ったんだな、水江ちゃん。
私ずっと南波さんに謝りたくて。だって南波さんは私の身代わりになって自首を。
いいんだよいいんだよ、どうせ俺なんか役立たずの看護師だったんだからよ。
本当にすみませんでした。
もういいんだ。俺は水江ちゃんとこうして再会できただけで嬉しいよ。ナイチンゲールみたいな立派な看護師になるんだぞ。俺応援してるからな。
ありがとうございます。飛行機の時間が迫ってますので、これで失礼します。
達者でな、水江ちゃん。さよなら、水江ちゃん。
よかったな、難波。
ああ、俺は嬉しいよ。
そりゃそうだよな。旅立ちの前に訪ねてきてくれたんだ。
ちげえよ、お前みたいないい友人が持てたことが嬉しいんだよ。
どういうことだ？
俺を傷つけまいと試行錯誤してくれてありがとうよ。
ってことは、もしかして水江ちゃんの正体に気づいてたのか？
マスターが電話でスナックのママと話してる内容が聞こえてな、おおよそ想像はついたよ。
じゃあなんで騙されたふりになって？
俺のためにお前が頑張ってくれたことが嬉しかったんだよ。
なんだよ、完璧な作戦だと思ったのによ。
騙すのも友情なら騙されてやるのも友情さ。
すまねえ、騙すつもりもなかったんだけど、傷つけちゃいけねえと思って。
いいってことよ。水江ちゃんは俺が思っていたような子じゃなかったけど、一番みてえな親友ができたことに価値があるさ。
難波。
じゃあ一杯飲もうぜ、一番。
おう、難波。
Doesn't really feel like a happy ending to that story, but can't always control that sort of thing, so. My plants aren't done? How the fuck is that possible? Bullshit. A whole day passed. We went through a night and day cycle here. Fight me, pseudo trash, please. So are none of my plants done then? Wow. Okay. So yeah, when cutscenes are happening, time does not pass at all. Now that it's daytime, I really want to start looking for the kappas. Because I've still only found 4 of them. And at this point, I'm starting to get concerned that I'm blind. I know I can't see very well already, but like actual problematic amounts of blindness. Can I go up here? No. I think I'm gonna read the hint form again really quick. There are kappa here in Yokohama, but the only suggestion of their existence is in symbols. Finding these alone in such a large city is a lot of work. I heard that there are 10 of them, so I would like you to photograph these for me. Holy shit. I've been at 4 out of 10 for like a long time. So the puff puff either despawns after you do it, or it is actually time of day restricted, which is something I will keep in mind. If potentially it's restricted by the time of day, then knowing that will change how I look for them. We're at the edge of the map. Yep, we are. have to fight some people, random encounters around the city while I do my looking.
なめないでくれる。
やってやるぞ。
私の番ね。
俺の番だな。
俺の番ね。
私が私の番ですね。勝ったな。
Sturdy lumber. Wrong kind of lumber. What's this guy say?
おいてめえ。何見てんだ。そこの前。だって。おい、邪魔するんじゃねえよ。
相手にならないんじゃない？
よし、行くぞ。
なめないでくれる？
逃げるなら今のうちだ。
よし。
やるか。
おい来た。
痛い目に合わせますよ。来やがれ。ほら来いよ。いい喧嘩だったぜ。私の番ですね。俺の番だな。
私の番ね。
俺の番ね。
よし、勝ったな。
gonna be a random picture.
$50 like a whole year for Nemoir.
Yeah, it is like that, and then 3 more, and then even a little bit longer than that. It's a long ass time. Also, I don't know how she butchered the pronunciation of that emote the way that she did, but did not come out the way that it's spelled, I don't think. She always tries her best. True and real. Apparently, I've never been back here. Fuck out of the way, trash cans. That'll work. Yeah, I just apparently never walked around in here. There's another safe. With military armor in it. Wow. Bug? Yep. Oh, my last cat. I'll take that. It's not a Kappa, but it's my last cat. That's all of them. Hero-san wants to thank you personally, so he's asked that you stop by Part-Time Hero Inc. when you have the time. Don't forget to report in as well. Fuck yeah, dude. All cats get. Just so they can sign me up for the same bullshit in Kamurocho, I'm sure. But hey, at least it's done here in Ichincho. I feel good about that. Oh, I would really like to find a Kappa since it's daytime before we go do more story. That's my... Damn it. I keep forgetting that doesn't make me sprint while I'm in camera mode. I think we can find one. There's too many that I haven't found for me to think that there's no way that I won't find one of them. Somewhere. Man, I'm still missing 6 of these motherfuckers. I can't believe I haven't seen a single one. I've walked around a good chunk of the city now. Are you a Kappa? I don't think so. Yeah, so I did a loop around this building. I checked around Jinai Station. And I looked around some of this street as well. I guess that's not actually very much of the town, but it feels like a lot. There's an item back there. I still think at some point I'll be able to go back this way. We'll get a key or something that'll let us go back through that back alley. Or somebody who can, like, pick locks. Oh! I didn't know you could open that door. I had no idea that those doors opened. Huh. Spartacus, if it was a normal night, You can't get up here. I don't want to encourage you. This is bad time. No, not right now, Ruben. No. Boy. Not right now. Maybe this back door is open. Oh, this is interesting that they're spawning in as I pick them up. Is there one, like, out over this way? Oh, there's a gold safe over here. Yeah, but I can't go back there. That's... Oh, there's 4 gold safes back there. Man, why can't I go back there? That's so weird. Hold on, let me check out underneath here. What's going on over here? Oh, is this... This is the edge. What is there? A Kappa just off screen. No. How far upstairs can I go? Man, if I could just find one, I'd be so happy. Oh, there's a crest down there that I don't have yet. Does this go down? No, it doesn't. I am shocked at how difficult these became to find after I found a few. Not even half. I don't think I've ever been in this bathroom. Sure haven't. Interesting. There's no Kappas in it though, so I don't really care. Safes that I've already opened. Don't see anything here. What does this guy say? Build jobs? Great. Oh, he's SSR. I bet he costs a fucking shitload to hire and keep on payroll. Man, I hate when they go away when I get close to them. Makes me think it was probably golds. I'm just too goddamn slow. Oh, fuck. No, I thought I could go around him. He didn't trigger last time out here. I don't want to fight a tiger. No. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on and all. It's the Grand Animal Circus. Bringing me and greet again today. Come and say hello to our animals. They'd love to meet you. Up close and personal. Grand Animal Circus at it again. I still can't believe I had to wrangle that bear. Another show with another animal. I'll bite. I should check. No. No, we shouldn't, Kasuga. How dare you? I'm not talking to him. I won't do it. Man. This Kappa thing is a real fucking bummer. I cannot believe how difficult they are to find. They're big-ass stone statues. I mean, like, maybe I'm looking too close in the vicinity of this one right here, but I assume they all look the same. Because I've found 4 of them and they've all looked the same. So I think it's safe to say that it's pretty likely I'm looking for something that looks the same as the others. I just don't know how I can't see them.
Huh? 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 Huh?
How many regions are there in town? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So it's less than 1 per region. Which doesn't like help an immense amount, but it does at least make it feel not quite as painful. Like if you just scoured one area as much as you could, and then sort of mark that off as like, yep, I looked everywhere, didn't find any. That would at least be a way to start working on it. But I feel like eventually I'm gonna start to run out of places to even look at that thing. Holy shit. The fucking double crit though. What the fuck? These guys are insanely strong. I also fucked up every block. Holy shit. Why the fuck did they hurt so much? You guys spawned off map, shut up. I keep checking places that I think would be good places to hide a Kappa statue, and there's nothing there. There's not even one I've already found. Because I don't remember where one of the ones that I've already found is. I haven't even refound that one. I have 86. Oh, greatly decreases MP cost of skills. Mysticism shoes. Wind sneakers. Yeah, spending 50 to get Sakura Storm, I think, is probably pretty good. This Brawler God's mouth guard is also something that I don't have. And then there's a bunch of stuff in here that I don't have yet. The Minister Robe, the Mysticism Shoes, the Wind Sneakers. But I can't afford it all. So for now, I'm just hang tight on that stuff. What are you saying? Okay. Nothing helpful. What's in this? Is there a Kappa hiding around the corner? No. Man, I don't know. I'm at a bit of a loss, to be honest. I guess you can't get in there. For a second there, since it was facing the other way, I was like, is that another silver chest that I missed? No, it was not.
逃げるなら今のうちだぞ。
私が相手です。
おい来た。見てろよ。
I only got one?
かかってきなさい。仕留める。私の番ですね。
終わらねえぞ。
I am hurt. I'm gonna end up having to play hot and cold with these fucking kappas, because even during the daytime, I can't find a single one, man. Unless there's a bunch of areas that, like, you can get to eventually in this game that you are story locked right now, the lack of being able to find them is mind-boggling to me. All of those areas would have to have one. Basically, I have to unlock one per chapter from here on out. One new area. And each one would have to have a kappa in it somewhere. I can't find jack shit, man. Oh my god, there's one right there. Holy shit, we found one. Jesus. Please tell me I don't have a picture of you already. God damn. Just on the ground. Just on the ground in a random spot. I'm never gonna find all these fucking things. Nope. Nope. Sure didn't. I'm in trouble. I'm in big danger when it comes to these kappas. I am not good at finding them. You didn't find them all? Some of them are, yeah. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to play hot and cold for some of them. Because I'm gonna... Eventually I will lose my patience. I'm a legitimately very patient person, but eventually I'm gonna start asking for some clues on them because yeah, they're in... Some of them are almost certainly in some very mean spots. Let me... Do I have like a... Where are my party recovery items? I don't actually have many lunchboxes. Fuck, that was hard to find. I think that the ones that I have... There's the one here in the Hero's Harvest cart. I know I have that one. There's the one that we just found in Chinatown that was like right here. Right? Another one that I know that I have is the one that's at the very start, way down here. That's 3. I also got the one that's inside of that's inside of here. That's 4. There's a 5th one that I have found that I do not remember where I found it. I want to say it was somewhere along the river here, but I am not certain. And that's a pretty broad area to sort of just vaguely be like, maybe it was somewhere in there. So, yeah, I mean, I guess I could check my photo reel, couldn't I? Really? That one ended up blurry? Great. Okay. So that's the one that I was... Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, no, I know where... I'm gonna delete these. This one. Yeah, it is by the river. This one actually doesn't count. I need to delete it. Because this one is the one... Why are they all blurry? So yeah, this one is the one at the start. This one is the one inside the thingy. This one is the one that I actually don't remember exactly where it is, but the picture helps. That one's the one that's tucked away in the Chinese Mafia area. And that one's the one I just found. So those are the 5 that I have. Not really proud of my progress on that, to be fully honest. Really disappointed in my progress there. Also, I don't know if I should go try to finish chapter 10 still or not. I want to tell him. I want him to tell me that he's proud that I found all the kitty cats, because at least that's one thing that I've managed to accomplish today. I upgraded the workshop. I found all the kitty cats, and I found one more Kappa statue, and I finished baseball. That's it. That's all I did. The rest of it was literally just trying to gamble and failing miserably for way too long. I made money in the end, but Jesus Christ. My babies, you're all okay. Thank you again, Kasuga-san. I'm forever in your debt. It's all good. A part-time hero's got to do what a part-time hero does. It makes me so happy that you took the request. Here, this is for you. 1 million motherfucking yen. And I'm an executive hero. You may be capable of doing it.
Huh?
I've gotten word that Robson-chan has returned to the city. Who the hell is Robson-chan? Robson-chan was my first cat. He was an active little guy, and he never liked how clingy I was. So one day he left me. Oh no. Isn't it usually the other way around? I never meant to be clingy, but I want to see him again one last time. He was my first kitty, after all. Please, Kasuga-san, would you find Robson-chan for me so I can make peace with the little guy? Sure. I'll see what I can do. Thank you so much. Robson-chan is very athletic, so he may be able to go where most cats wouldn't dare. You'll have to search every nook and cranny of the city. No problem. No cat's gonna outsmart me. That is a strong commitment you just made, Ichiban. At least I got 1 million yen out of it. That feels good. Another 1 million yen on the line. I forgot that the Kappas is 2 million. That's... Alright. Man. You found him in like 5 minutes? Wow. Cat whisper. Oh, sure, yeah, he was just in the area that you were headed to already. Checking for a pseudo-trash encounter really quick. Please fight me, trash. Please fight me. Fight me. Why do you hate me, trash? I cannot believe that now, of all times, when I actually want the pseudo-trash encounter, they won't even deign to pop up in my general direction. I wish I could kick this. I just want to kick it. I need a kick button.
いな。
Oh, that's Mahjong. Wait, Citron. Have I played that one recently? There's an intermediate and an advanced table at Citron. I haven't played either one. Garlic seeds. Wait, I can talk to this guy? Oh. Oh. Just an investment proposal. So I guess it's probably, based on all of the Kappas I've seen so far, it's pretty likely that they're outside and not in a building, necessarily. Like, I haven't seen any Kappas so far that have been inside anywhere. They should be out on the streets somewhere. But they can be tucked into any old little tiny ass corner on that street. They don't necessarily have to be on the ground either. I already know that. Because I found one that was up. I guess it makes sense that it would be this hard when it's worth 2 million yen, but like, Jesus Christ. I feel like a hint list would have been appropriate. Like, you could at least have them, if there is basically one per area, like, you could at least indicate that to the player. I think that would make this a lot less burdensome, while still being difficult because they're so small and easy to hide. I feel like they wouldn't have lost out much on the difficulty if it would have just been like, yep, here are like the 10 general areas that you need to go to look for these fucking things. This is, I think I can also say pretty undisputedly that this is the hardest hunt that's been in a Yakuza game that I've played. Like, I don't know anything that comes even fucking remotely close to how difficult this is. Like, even the keys, like the times that I couldn't find a couple of the keys in previous games, fucking pales in comparison to what this this particular hunt makes me feel like. It's brutal. It is brutally difficult. I think I'm kind of out of it today too. That might not be helping, but I might just need to wrap it up here pretty soon and call it a night. Like I said, I feel bad because my full intention was to finish chapter 10 today, and I went and did that story chunk and it didn't finish it. So there's more, and I'm nervous about how long it is. I don't know what kind of time investment it needs, and we're sort of out of time as it is, so I really thought I'd be able to find a Kappa faster than hunting around for it for like an hour. That was insane. So I don't think we're going to get to the end of chapter 10 today. I'll just save it for Tuesday night. Which sucks. Can I still go in here? I mean, I know, and I assume that none of these are like permanently missable, but when you're running on fumes like I am looking for them in the first place, you start to consider pretty wacky and crazy ideas, I feel like. No, sorry, just on fumes, as in, like, I feel like I've looked everywhere, I don't know where else to look, and I'm burnt out on trying to find these stupid fucking statues. Which I legitimately did not think would be even remotely as difficult as it has ended up being. So it's kind of, like, wearing on me a little bit. Isn't this guy just another fucking... Yep. Now that I've collected basically every investment proposal in the entire area, I think that they, like I said, I don't know, I'm kind of bummed that this is such a time investment. I feel like they could have made this fun in a way. But they kind of suck the fun out of it by being like, yep, they're just around. I wonder if there's if there's a real world precedent for where these things are at too. Because like, a part of me is almost wondering like, okay, if I was just more familiar with the area, did they actually put these fucking things in real ass spots? Or is this just something that they made up for fun? Because if it's something that they made up for fun, I gotta say, it's not very fun. It's not very fun. It's a little too open. A little too unguided. And yeah, I think my brain is not in the right place to focus up on some of the goals that I still have in the game right now. I feel a little worn out for some reason. I think poker just pissed me off. Can you go in here? What happens when you play slots, go to prize exchange, view rules? What is in here? I've never actually walked around in here, if you can. Okay, you can't. What can you get? Minister hat. Okay. I already have all of these. And you can make money. Okay, there are no unique rewards in here. Except for that minister hat. I don't think you can get that anywhere else, but it's one piece of equipment. I don't think I'm gonna stress about it. If it means I don't have to play pachinko, I think we win. Pachi slots, which I realize that there is technically a distinction there, but it's a pretty fucking slim distinction in my opinion. Because basically it's gonna be the same shit that we've done in a couple of the other games with the pachinko. I'm pretty sure where they call it Pachi slots, but it's just a pachinko ball determines how many spins you get on a slot machine, which is exactly the mechanics of the games that we've played before in the pachinko, in other games that have pachinko. So they just didn't call it Pachi slots for whatever reason. But I'm pretty sure mechanically it's the same fucking shit. Oh. I was expecting that to be another clan crest. I don't see anything. Alright, well. I think where I'll leave it off for today then is I'll probably putz around with jobs on Tuesday night. And then I'll try to focus down a couple more, probably more small tasks. And then maybe actually finish chapter 10 like I promised for today. But I think we'll just kind of stop there. Ugh. I do feel like being able to pay the 2 million for the workshop upgrade was cool and good. It's just that now I need more materials to be able to do some of the upgrades that I was wanting to do anyway, so it sort of didn't really pay off the way that I was hoping. But I still ended up making money off poker. I'm frustrated that it took as long as it did. I didn't think it would take that long. And I feel like, you know, I've actually probably made enough money on it. If I just go back and finish blackjack, I might not have to worry about actually continuing to make money off of it, with there being a 1,000,000 yen reward for 1 cat and 2 million yen if I can find the kappas. That's actually a pretty significant boost. I don't know how much Sumir's final shop upgrade is going to cost me, because I think there's one more tier, which does concern me. Actually, I could probably check that from the... Can I check that from my smartphone? Yeah, see, there's one more gear that says 4 that's not filled in yet, so probably need maybe like 3 or 4 or 5 million yen is my guess, so I don't know. And I need 1 million for that sub story, which I almost just went and turned in and did, but I'm gonna hold on to it for a little bit longer. But yeah, we'll make more progress on Tuesday. I'm still trying to play it at my own pace and, you know, whatever I find fun in the moment. So I know that might not be the most exciting thing, but I'll just keep trying to make steady progress through the game. That's the goal. So more of this on Tuesday, Elden Ring tomorrow night, and Elden Ring on Thursday, and then we're back to Dragon Quest for the weekend. So Dragon Quest 3, I doubt I'll finish it this coming weekend, but maybe. I don't know how long the game is, but I feel like we've got a decent bit more. So that's it. Thanks for hanging out and watching. I hope that you enjoyed something today. Have a good rest of your day or night or whatever time it might be for you, and I'll see you guys later.